Yo guys, what up? Batro at ito na ang last dance. Chicago Bulls versus Utah Jazz ulit. June 14, 1998, NBA Finals Game 6. Ito na yung final. Hindi na ipapakita yung lumipat si Jordan ng team. In a storybook ending, Michael Jordan hits the game-winning shot in the Game 6 of the 1998 Finals, giving him his 6th title and cementing his legacy as the greatest to ever play the game. Alright, win the game, score 45 points, hold Jeff Hornacek. Hindi ko alam paano basahin yan. To under 15 points. Yaka.
Stars make every player on the team better. Michael Jordan, his ability to challenge himself, his natural ability physically of being able to play with such great energy, his intelligence, basketball intelligence, all of those things I think were remarkable. I enjoyed coaching Michael Jordan because he had a respect for coaches and he had a desire to play at a peak level, and he's willing to follow instructions without wanting to over dominate the game. Even as a young player, there were times in the fourth quarter where he would make up the difference in a ball game on his own. I had to bring Michael in my office and say, Michael, when's the last time someone who led the league in scoring won a championship? Thought about it a bit. He said, Rick Barry. I said, yeah, that's right, in the 70s. But it's very rare that person that wins scoring championship is also on a championship team. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to move the ball around and we're going to take the spotlight off you all the time and involve the other players on your team. He said, oh, you're going to have that equal opportunity offense. Well, what's going to happen when the 24-second clock gets under 5 seconds? We'll coach the players how to get the ball to you in that particular time so you can activate the ball. Save that terrific scoring ability for the fourth quarter. He laughed and he accepted the responsibility. And the other thing that we did is we moved him from a guard to a forward position. We really wanted to win the series in Chicago, Game 5, and we lost this game and we flew out to Utah to play the 6th game, and Michael said, we're going to end it tonight. You guys get ready for this ball game because we're not going 7. Going into the game, we kind of knew what we had to do to win the game. You had to play close, but come out and win the game in the last 5 minutes. The timeout that I did take with about 40-some seconds to go. That was the key, because knowing Jerry Sloan and having coached against him many times, I knew that if we could go down and score and make it a one-possession game, that he wouldn't call a timeout. We'll run the open. Dennis will, run a pick or set a pick or slip a pick, depending upon what Ostertag does. And Michael, you can double back on Malone if you have the ability. You saw the crowd rise behind that whole activity. You could see the anticipation that they had that this was a crucial moment. Michael changed the idea and pulled up for the jumper instead of taking it to the hoop and finished it. We called that season The Last Dance, and I thought, for an ending of a career, there could have been nothing sweeter than what Michael had just done.
Okay, yun yung buong storya ng The Last Dance.
Alright, fellas, get on the box quickly.
Yun. Hindi ko pa rin kasi napapanood yung The Last Dance. Yung buong komentary na video sa Netflix.
Every great plot has its twist. Game 5 of the NBA Finals was no exception. In fact, it may have shifted the momentum in this series. Michael Jordan was hitting the back of the rim all night. Meanwhile, Karl Malone finally found his rhythm, 39 points. And he had help, most notably from an unlikely source, forward Antoine Carr. Called upon in the second half, Carr had 5 attempts from the field. He made all 5. Chicago couldn't close it out at home. So we're back in Utah for Game 6, coming up next.
Alone.
In a lovely evening view south over the Utah State Capitol building, here in Salt Lake City, Utah. On a spectacular setting for tonight's game.
The team introduction.
Game 6 of the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls and our Utah Jazz. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Wearing number 13, the starting center at 7'2" from New Mexico, Luke Longley. On the guideline, number 9 at 6'6", from Miami of Ohio, Ron Harper. Wearing number 7, starting forward.
Dapat yung last game ko, medyo pinahirapan nila yung challenge. Diba? Yung last episode natin, si Kobe nga eh. Ano yun? Hold under 20 points si Kobe. Ito 15. Okay yan. Okay, sa Yugto Justin. Batang bata.
Welcome everyone to Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Game 6 na pala to. Kala Game 5.
Coach of the Year Mike Fratello and former player Clark Kellogg. On our sideline tonight, reporter David Alden. Mike, the only reason this series was extended to Game 6
start na, Coach.
is because of Utah's adjustments in Game 5.
The screen and roll is a big part of their offense. They went away from it. Instead, they posted Karl Malone, inserted Antoine Carr, who gave them another shooter. So when Pippen
Start na agad sa jump ball.
kicked the ball to the open man.
And for Chicago in Game 5, Tony Kukoc coming up big.
Longley.
He had 30 points.
Ano ba yung number na yun? 100? 5 score.
That's why we always talk about the importance of the team. It's rare that either guy, Pippen or Jordan, is off
Sino
his
yung
game,
kailangan ulit
let
natin ni
alone both of
Jordan?
them at the same time. Jordan just couldn't find the range, and Pippen was ineffective against Hornacek in the low post.
Ngayon, tingnan natin.
But Hornacek did a great job.
Yeah.
On the floor for the Chicago Bulls, Luke Longley is at the 5. The forward, Scottie Pippen
Okay,
and Tony
not bad.
Kukoc. And at the guard positions, Ron Harper and the great Michael Jordan. And so for the Utah Jazz, it's
Hindi yan
Eddie
eh. Hindi
Keith and
Russell
Karl
pangalan.
Malone inside. Brian Russell at the
Uy,
3 and
injured.
also tasked with defending Michael Jordan. And the
Ito.
skilled backcourt of Jeff Hornacek and John Stockton.
Yung
When
bantay
you
para
look
ni
at how the
Jordan
Bulls
yung
have
kailangan
played
natin.
on the road this postseason, they're only 4-4, and most of those losses have
Another
come
one.
against their toughest opponents, Utah and Indiana.
Tell you what, he looks laser focused
Mukhang
out
sure
of the gate.
3 stars na naman
Scary
to.
thought for the defense when he's locked in like that.
And you worry about just how quickly he's working himself into a rhythm.
Huwag natin hayaan
What the
makalibre.
team wants.
Now, here is Hornacek.
Okay na ma-foul, huwag lang ma-shoot. Ay, hindi, makakapitro eh.
And the
Yun,
layup's good.
nakadalawa na.
Clark, of course, it took Chicago 7 games to get past Indiana, and as a former Pacer, I know how proud you are of those players from Indianapolis.
No question about it, Kevin. Being part of that franchise's history, seeing that Indiana team push the Bulls harder than any team had during this dynasty, impressive.
It was. And Mike, coming into this game, Malone said he wanted to attack the paint early.
Nakakapang kami.
Looking to
Hindi mo
put
abot ka,
pressure
malaki
on
si
the
Longley.
rim and, if possible, get Rodman and Longley in early foul trouble.
Free throw, good,
Not
long.
bad, not bad.
Every team would like to have a player like
Okay, good
Longley.
start.
He's an
Tatlo agad lamang.
unassuming guy who plays to his strengths and does what's best for his team.
Now, here is Hornacek.
Hornacek pala, hindi Hornacek. Parang gano'n.
Stockton outside. Out to Russell.
Uy,
6 to shoot. Hornacek outside. Fires the 3.
wala.
That shot off the mark. And it's Chicago the other way.
Yun, libre.
Here's Jordan. Plays it up and banks it in.
right.
Jordan's got 6. And a big game 5 for Tony Kukoc. You know, Clark, he made as many shots in just 13 attempts as Jordan and Pippen made collectively in a combined 42. I mean, that's just amazing.
Bantayan nga natin si Kobe. Ito pa.
I don't think the Bulls fed him enough. They got to remedy that tonight, though, Kevin.
Nakasabay si Harper doon.
And Karl Malone, the 1997 league MVP, has a full package
Boom, libre.
of offensive firepower.
Oh, my! Wow!
At 6'6", Harper's outstanding court vision is accentuated as he looks over the defense.
Jordan's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. And the Bulls, David Aldridge, with some
Layo mo,
concerning
bata.
injuries.
Thanks, guys. Now the big news for the Bulls is the condition of Scottie Pippen, who hurt his back in Game 3.
Ganda ng follow-up doon.
Injection yesterday, did electrical stim, iced it, had ultrasound and a massage, and then he did a lot of stretching. He told me he's a little bit ginger,
Out of
but
bounds.
nothing can keep him out of the game like this. Back to you.
We knew that. David, thank you. Mike, it really has been
Oo,
an
papasok si Rodman na agad.
series for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, Ron Harper has the flu. Can't hold down
Tricking
any
si
food.
Kanga.
Hey, Clark,
Yung
with
baka
the
malibre sa loob.
injury to Pippen and Harper, so
Yun,
much
sabi ko,
falling
libre.
on the big shoulders of Michael Jordan.
And we know those shoulders are broad and capable, and we're used to thinking of Michael Jordan as superhuman, but he's now in his 30s playing big minutes. Does he have enough to climb another hurdle? We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to find out. Passes it to Hornacek.
Uy!
Goes up the baseline. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2
Kung ulit ka,
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And a big question in this game will be how effective Scottie Pippen can
Wala
be
na
with
naman.
this back spasm issue.
Well, in Game 5, he was only 2
Preso.
of 16 from the floor. But
Naku.
he gave them 11 boards, 11 assists,
Buti
and
pa muli
3
doon.
steals.
Taba
Can he
Dante.
find a way to impact the game tonight?
Like he did in Game 5, you're right.
Putik, hindi tayo
Yugto
makashoot
trailing
ah.
here to the paint. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Bawi tayo.
He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Jordan makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Okay, tatlo pa rin
Getting
naman
enough
eh. Hindi
shots
naman
in close to play inside out.
Stopped it against Harper. Stockton kicks to Russell. There's the pass to Hornacek. Got it.
Uy, uy, uy.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan's running.
Ay, hindi
8-second
maabot
difference
si
between the shot
Pippen.
clock and the game clock. Pippen against Russell. Here's Carr. Here's Malone. That's
Oh,
tipped.
i-block.
Jordan against Hornacek. Jordan with the bucket.
Hindi maganda yung
Jordan's
first
got
quarter.
12 points in the game.
Whoa, he put a little
Bawi
extra
na
on
lang
that
tayo
one,
next
didn't
quarter.
he?
Sa second quarter.
Stockton outside.
Ilas eh.
Here's Malone. And the last shot at the buzzer
Ay,
doesn't
napan.
go in for him.
Rodman excellent at contesting shots. Physically imposing presence. He does a really good job
The
distracting
last
shooters.
dance. Yung The Last Dance ba tungkol lang dito sa storya ng NBA Finals yung pang 6 championship nila.
The Bulls leading by 5.
Uy,
And
libre.
these Bulls have to feel
Boom.
like the time is now to close out the series. They do not want it getting to a Game 7 on the road.
Well, I
Sarap.
love the fact
Little by little, they are executing and starting to open the lead.
So is Stockton on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Anderson is out there with Ice. And there's Malone. Then it's Morris. And it's Carr in at the 4 spot.
Malone, an outstanding passer at the power forward position. He's got really good floor awareness and has a really good understanding of when to get the ball to the open man.
Here's Jordan. The Bulls trying to slam the door for their 6th title.
Medyo
They
mag-pick
look
yung
to him
defense ang din nila
offensively,
dito.
a player who makes an impact on this end.
Uy,
And it's out of
Manila.
bounds. The Jazz able to retain
Napick
possession.
niya, no, Jordan.
He's checking for Antoine Carr.
Coming on the floor for the Jazz, Adam Keefe.
Sabi nila
And
kanila.
now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Oo nga, no?
Superb anticipation
Black
on
nga
that
yung kanina.
rejection,
Ito.
and that'll allow
Kaya
them to
Harper.
stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Isley the pass to Anderson. Jazz
Uy,
passing it
libre.
around. Basket counts. Isley's got his first points of the game. And Clark, the Bulls looking to close it out tonight. Critical since very few teams have been able to win a finals game 7 on the road.
And you know what, Kevin? If it got to that point, all the momentum would be with the Jazz having battled back from that. Gotta play like this is the Game 7 here.
Oh, once again, you've mapped
Uy,
it out well,
foul.
Clark. Seems to me,
But-
Clark, like the Bulls doing a pretty good job of containing the terrific Karl Malone.
Well, you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. And after his big showing in Game 5, Kevin, they knew That would be a critical element tonight. Bottle up, Malone.
That's right. Time on the shot clock.
Oh.
Morris looking over the floor. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Libre na naman.
Puts it down!
My goodness!
Galit mo yung commentator.
Great feed by Rodman.
Easy lang, boy.
Here's Isley. And in this MVP battle so far,
Time out. Kanina time out. Saan nila?
Yeah, Carmelo not having the same impact as MJ. That's been a factor.
Huge.
A number of points they're allowing inside.
Yeah, coach can't be happy about that. They have to show more fight down there.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Kep.
Malone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Malone's got 6 points.
And the Utah Jazz not getting a lot from their center position in this series. Both Greg Ostertag and Jeff Forster, relative non-factors.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Jazz trail by 9. Isley the pass to Keith. Here's Isley. Pass to Keith. There's the dish to Malone. He gets that one. 8 points for Karl Malone. And for the Jazz's center trap. Clark, you can't help but recall the trade deadline deal. Almost brought center Ronnie Cycli to Utah.
You know, Kevin, that trade was a done deal, but then somehow it just fell apart and fell through. A big man averaging 15 and 7 in Orlando.
Hindi pa rin nila pinapasok yun.
Oh, you said it. So Mike,
kung kailangan natin hindi maka 15 points.
Intended, doing damage inside.
The Bulls lack anyone who can really slow it down.
Here's Morris. Rodman with the block.
You might want to try anyone else. Rodman is a top-notch defender.
A different look for Utah. Russell, he's checked in for Morris. Hornacek comes in for Anderson, and Stockton subbed in for Isaac. And a change for the Bulls. Bushler's checked in for Burrell.
Ay, ganun.
Just 5 on the clock. Stockton dishes to Russell. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Well, Russell was primed and ready to fire. Once they move the ball over to him, he's good to go.
Pasok Jordan.
Kerr kicks to Jordan. Oh, jam by Jordan.
A devastating punch. They can't afford to give up a dunk like this when they're trying to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a statement behind that dunk. One that says, you aren't going to come back in this one, buddy.
Yeah, that has to shake their confidence in their defense.
So, pinasok na pala siya
in these particular playoffs, the Bulls have lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. They know they've got to get busy and handle their business now.
Oy.
Stockton passes to Russell. A three-pointer off the mark.
Utah still struggling from deep. We saw it last game, and it's continued in this one.
Slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, their offenses look a little more tied together, more cohesive when compared to the opposition, which is why they're shooting a better percentage.
Yeah, and give the coaching staff credit for how they're guiding this team, getting the guys to run their plays.
Stockton down low.
Libre.
Defended by Kerr. Malone, the pass to Russell. There's the steal.
Uy, jump ball pa.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Ito, nagkainitan. Thumbs up daw siya. Power. Rodman na ako dyan.
So, it's Utah now.
Papasok yung kabig.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Hornacek. Beyond the arc.
Wag.
Rebounded by Rodman.
Bawi sa rebound ko.
Here's Jordan. Whistleblowers bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I like that they're putting in the work trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
First trip to the free throw line for
Yun, si Pippen. Abang ko pala si Pippen kanina. And 1.
9 seconds left now here in the second. Hornacek with it. Over Jordan. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first half.
Laki din ang lamang natin.
13. Stay with us,
13
folks.
din.
We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of Game 6 in the NBA Finals here in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Jazz trying to force a Game 7 against the defending champion Chicago Bulls in front of these tremendous fans.
Toy sale nila. Okay, second half.
The Bulls leading by 13.
And not just Scottie Pippen dealing with a bad back. John Stockton also dealing with back issues.
One more half between the Bulls and a forever legacy.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about
natin ito, makukuha natin yung
you need both.
gamit para sa my career.
On the floor. Tony Kukoc is out there with Rodman. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Harper. And it's Pippen in at the 3. The small forward. Hornacek, no luck. And apparently Clark Stockton got a back adjustment at halftime.
Ang dami nun.
Throw that thing down.
Bang.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Last
What did I
dance
just
nga.
see?
Pagandahin na natin yung makandang natin, pasok natin. Bawi tayo sa second shot. Third eh. Pangit ang first quarter gan ano eh. Tingnan natin, makasabay ito. Black!
He is really limited.
Sometimes it's simply the power of your presence, Kevin.
Yun.
That can inspire your team. Just being out there.
Napaulan na tayo ngayon ng
You go back to Willis Reed,
ililupit ng
limping
tank
out
ni
of the
Jordan.
tunnel in that iconic shot in
Ano yung
1970.
timeout?
Will Scottie sacrifice lift his teammates in the same way? Perhaps.
That is the
Like
question.
a one-man wrecking crew down low. He's pretty much
Sa
dictated
Yugto
the
pala yung
pace
timeout
with
na
a
yan.
steady offense inside. Probably going to be making some adjustments.
Luke Longley's checked in for Chicago. Malone,
Paling ka, boy.
And the Bulls doing about as well as they could have hoped for against Karl Malone.
Yeah, Kevin, he's such a load inside, so strong.
Yun
and
o, anim
really
na lang kailangan
fast,
natin.
great
Hindi natin
touch.
napansin. Ang bilis din ako.
I don't think you're ever going to stop him, but what you try to do is make him work for everything and slow him down a little bit.
Jazz trail by 21.
Nagdadab si Jordan.
Jordan against Hornacek.
Uy, libre.
Let go. It's
Ala.
all in by the Bulls. Kukoc has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boom.
Pippen clearly laboring tonight, guys.
Pagsak si
That
Kukoc.
back must still be a factor.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
And coach, the hot hand of Tony Kukoc continues to
Libre.
find the net.
Hindi pala
He's such a
Kukoc.
gifted ball handler.
Kukoc
He can
pala.
get his shot
Kukoc.
off whenever he
Tatres
wants.
kami naman yun.
Stockton loves finding the open teammate. Does it again here.
Jordan passes the long and finished off by Longley.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on
Tandang
offense.
pala.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying
Hindi
everything.
makapasok.
Outside, Russell. Stockton against Harper.
Oh, sige.
Outside, Malone.
Uy,
They get it back. Kicks it out to Hornacek.
ayun lang.
Outside, Russell. Stockton outside.
In the third.
Jazz passing it around. Outside, Russell.
Kulit ko na.
Hornacek passes to Stockton.
Ayun,
Missed it.
ayun,
Even
ayun.
after all those chances.
And you know, you look at the Jazz with Malone and their other bigs, they've got a significant size advantage inside, but the Bulls have done a nice job holding their own on the glass, making the defense look powerless. I mean,
Apat
taking
na lang.
it right inside for the bucket there.
They better be. It has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Like you were talking about the size comparison between these two teams. The Bulls are a lot bigger on the perimeter.
Yeah, Harper and Jordan
tatlo,
both
isang
6'6". Contrast that with the Jazz, Stockton
Try nga natin
6'1",
pa-try.
Hornacek 6'3". They don't have the same length on the wings.
Right, it is on display for
Bago
sure.
team nila. Sabi ng po nila.
Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. Just 5 to shoot. Anderson wide open. Kukoc grabs the miss.
And you look at Karl Malone, 6'9", 250 pounds, just a Goliath. The Bulls are hard-pressed to deal with his physicality inside.
Anderson with the block. Coach, Michael Jordan is having himself a game.
Outplaying Karl Malone to this point. The Bulls getting the better of that superstar matchup.
And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Kukoc. Jordan's got 44.
Excellent vision from Kukoc. He sees a ready shooter and makes sure the ball gets in his hands.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. He kicks to Foster. To the middle. It's stolen by Kerr. Anderson against Jordan.
Wala
And the shot goes down. Jordan's got 46 points.
He's out ahead of the pack on both sides with his scoring so far. Playing with a lot of intensity and refusing to be denied.
And right now, they're just trying to figure out how to snap out of this funk.
Yeah, you know, this is when you really need your leaders to step up and turn up the heat and take over.
Drives to the
Gulat na naman yung mga commentator.
I think it's one of his best attributes. He loves to pass the ball and is really skilled at doing so. That pass leading to a bucket.
Here's Morris.
Buzzer beater.
Saw that time on the clock and let that shot fly.
Expect ko dun, block.
That is how you end the quarter. Gets it to go, and they are elated at the break.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. We're back for the fourth quarter of play here in Game 6. The Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls, for the second year in a row, battling for an NBA championship. It all comes down to this.
Bigyan ng tahimikan yung crowd, Intense
Utah's ball.
And you look at it, John Stockton, 36 years of age, Karl Malone at 34. You wonder, is this their last best chance at a title?
So is Stockton on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. They've got Isley. Foster is out there with Morris. Then there's Anderson. And it's Keefe in at the center, filling out the middle. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Passes to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
On defense, Kukoc has length and quickness, which helps him stay all over you.
Michael Jordan on the wing. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Whoa, man, what a slam.
He's showing off, isn't he? That's just a show-off move right there.
More than a little bit, he was going for the highlight reel dunk.
And Stockton at this point has played more playoff games, Bart, than anyone in NBA history without winning a title.
Well, you certainly respect the number of deep runs that he's been part of. And at this point, all he wants is a ring.
Because he's going to the Hall of Fame, and you're right, this has got to be the one thing absent on his resume.
No doubt.
Down low, kicked his pocket. And Special K, Pippen struggling to have his usual impact, but you gotta respect the effort. My goodness.
Yeah, much respect for Scotty, and you wonder if Jordan's flu game from last year's finals is on Scotty's mind. Thinking whatever I can give my team, I gotta try to give it to him.
That's a tough comparison, but I'm a decent one. You're right.
Yeah. That was right off the screen.
Yeah, they set him up well there.
Obviously, a set they've been running in practice. He knew just what to do.
Even with the score where it is, he just keeps coming.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. To Isley. Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. Kicks it to Kukoc. It's good. Well, Clark, give the Chicago front court credit. Not easy to slow down Karl Malone, but they are finding a way.
And they're doing it with physical defense, which will lead them to most likely need an ice bath later on tonight. But sometimes it's all about doing whatever it takes to get the dub.
No, you and I may need an ice bath after this as well.
Nabot.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Just a short one, though. Just a short one. Just a couple of minutes, that's all.
Now we go to David for a quick take.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, when you think about Michael Jordan's legacy, this is a guy with nothing left to prove, but he plays every game as if he has everything to prove. And it's part of what's made him great and part of what he's done for the game of basketball and this Bulls organization, which is
Natawa pa naman ako kasi na-expose yung
before he got here. Guys,
puts it in perspective, DA. Thank you, Mike Air Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Wow, itong Anderson.
The greatest of all time.
What more can we ask for? What has he done for the game of basketball and the NBA as a whole? It's simply remarkable.
Well, no one has covered more big Jordan games than you, Mike. You would know. Morris, right side. Pass to Foster.
Bubble team.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Clock is at 3. Here's Vaughn.
Wala.
Kukoc with the rebound. Kukoc has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Ayun.
Can you guys believe it? Oh,
Hindi na nila pinasok yung Seahorn na check.
Not sure the next time we'll see one like that.
Here's Vaughn. He's covered by Brown. Vaughn
Sumot pa yun.
Vaughn's got his first points of the night.
With him, the scouting report says you've got to go over the screen.
Absolutely. He'll hurt you from deep. So you have to fight through those picks.
Here's Jordan. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight defense.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Pass to Foster. And here's Ostertag.
Sige.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Jordan slams it home.
Nice move off the baseline, then the big-time finish.
Woo, incredible reverse jam. Had to get way up there for that one.
And that's the kind of play that can really
Hindi pa pala tayo dito nakapag-try mag-alley-oop.
Anderson outside.
Unang try natin ng alley-oop kanina pumalpak. Hindi naabot ni yan eh.
58 seconds left in the
Ipipin
game.
binato
Pass
natin
to
yan.
Vaughn. In the corner, it's Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Not bad.
Percentage look. Can't get closer than that.
Here's Jordan.
Wala.
That one misses. And it's Utah the other way.
Okay lang. Ang nasa atin ng
Here's
last
Morris.
minute.
And he banks in the
Hindi
layup.
pa.
And while this run is impressive, I just don't think it will be enough.
The clock is not on their side
break
here,
natin,
that's for
pa.
sure. But at least they'll finish things on their terms.
And
Ayun na
Jordan
naman.
throws it down.
These are the plays you love to see from Scott Burrell.
Wow.
It points to his unselfishness.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vaughn kicks to Morris.
Uy,
Get
yun.
a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
They have shown up at just the right time, putting the finishing touches on this game.
This run absolutely closes the door on any chance of a surprise ending. That'll do it.
Mapapaul to pag in-steal kasi natin eh.
Here's Vaughn. And the Chicago Bulls win their 6th championship, completing a second three-peat. Without question, Mike, one of the greatest dynasties this league has ever seen.
6
Power.
championships in 8 seasons. A decade of dominance. The 90s have belonged to
Sige,
Michael
tapat mo.
Jordan and the Chicago
Dapat
Bulls.
mo pa yung iligili.
And this title run for the Bulls, arguably, Clark, their most difficult, with age and injuries and even some palace intrigue. But for the moment, merely jubilation.
You covered it all there, Kevin. What a remarkable run.
Gawin na naman job
Now
na.
we'll just have to wait and
Hawak
see
ako.
whether they decide to run it back one more time. This very well, though, could be the final chapter for this incarnate.
Yun, no? So, makukuha na natin yung sa my career and my team. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, bali sa next episode na lang natin bubuksan yun. Hanggang dito na lang muna. Peace out.